Okay, so we don't really feel like going anywhere today, so I went to the grocery. We're going to stay in. We've got the big hurricane, storm, whatever, Hillary coming through. We had some rain. Power went out because it rained the other day. People don't react the same way to rain here as they do in Indiana. And it's really weird when it rains because you go to a parking lot and you're walking through and it's like a lake. I don't know why the water doesn't just go away like it does in Indiana. But anyways, I went to the grocery, making a couple things. I'm going to make a batch of chili because Jody likes chili. She doesn't like beans in her chili, but too bad I'm putting beans in it because I like beans. When I make chili, I also make sweet corn cake. It's a very simple recipe, and it has 3 ingredients. It has Jiffy corn muffin mix, which is, I don't know, like 70 cents or something. You need that. You need a can of cream-style corn and a whole stick of butter, melted. And you make it in a 9x5 loaf pan. I've greased it with some of the butter. I've preheated our oven to 425. And all you do is you dump this corn into a bowl. And you mix the butter in. It's a lot of butter. I think maybe that's why we like it so much. Mix, 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 mix. Dump the Jif in there. And you mix it up. Even without cooking this, it's delicious because butter is delicious. Cream style corn is delicious. So I've mixed that real well. Then you dump it in the pan. Sometimes I think that when I crave chili at home, it's because I crave this. So it looks like this. I'm going to put that in the oven. And that's going to cook for about 20-25 minutes, I believe. And we'll look at it when it's done. Okay, the way I make my chili is not very gourmet. Basically, I just dump a bunch of stuff from cans in there. But I'm making a bigger batch than usual. I bought 2 pounds of ground beef. I stood in line to have it. A couple reasons. One, I like the way this looks. And there's a person standing there, and that person has a job. And if no one goes up to the counter, she may not have a job. So I do that. I think this looks better. We've had some bad experience with buying a tube of the ground beef, which we'd never done before. That wasn't really a thing, I don't think, until all the food prices went up so high, and before the pandemic and all that. But we bought a tube and it had like gristle and pieces of bone in it, and it was nasty. Also, you used to be able to easily get the 80-20, 80% lean, 20% fat. now it seems hard to find that, at least at Smith's, which is Kroger's. So this is a 85-15. It's fine. The world is changing. I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me at all. So I've got the beef. I've chopped up some onion. So I'm going to put this onion in here. I did half an onion chopped like that. The other half is going to be for garnish. And I bought this thing at the dollar store for like $2 or something. And you slap it. And I think I like it. Anyways, I've got the onion in here. And I'm just going to dump the ground beef in there. It's in a bag. I think it looks pretty good, especially compared to that tube that we got that one time. So I'm just going to break it up and cook it. Everybody knows how to brown the ground beef. So once that's done, I'll show you the part where I dump stuff from cans into it. Okay, we're back. The ground beef is browned, as you can see. Now this is a leaner. Oh my, hang on. This is exciting. Sweet corn cake. And it's getting hot. I gotta set it down. We bought these probably 9 years ago while on a trip in Serbia. I don't know that they're the highest quality. So I browned the ground beef. It's not the 80-20. It's kind of a leaner, but it's still got some grease in there. But I don't want to get rid of all of it. So this is what I'm going to do. You don't want to pour it down the drain, obviously. Unless you're renting and you're a jerk. I just kind of sop some of it up with a paper towel. And then I dump it in the trash. And then Jody says, isn't that going to start a fire? No, it's not going to start a fire. It's really hot. It might melt something in it, but it's not going to start a fire. So it's all browned. Now I start dumping some stuff in. I got the Kroger brand of diced tomatoes that are chili ready. They didn't have Bush's chili ready. I guess that's beans. They didn't have the Brooks. Or is that beans as well? They didn't have any of the normal brands. They just had this one to choose from for chili ready.
Rotel?
Rotel did not have a chili ready version. Putting 2 cans of this in here. I bought 1 can of Rotel mild. And I'm going to put in 1 can of Bush's chili beans and a mild chili sauce. I'm just going to stir this up. Got to stir my beans. And I'm going to turn this down. It's about medium for now. And just let that cook for a while, and then I'll taste it and see what else I need to do to it. Okay, we've been simmering for a while. This is what it looks like. Turn this off. I've tasted it. I think it needs a little more chili flavor. This is super cheap chili powder that we bought a while back. Needs used up anyways. So I'm going to dump some of that in here. And I've never done this before. I'm going to try it this time. I'm going to put some tomato paste in here to kind of thicken it up. I'm going to start with just about this much. And dump that in there. Dump, that's a technical cooking term. And I like corn in my chili. And we've had this in the freezer for a month or so. So I'm going to dump some of that in there. Just kind of stir this around. Adds a little color. And I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit and see how it changes. I might put more tomato paste in, I might not. So one other thing that I'm making, I'm not going to show myself putting everything together. It's a 7, or I think it's 7 layers. It's a Mexican layer dip. My mom always called it Diablo Dip. And it has refried beans. And then it has guacamole. And then it's got, this is about a cup of sour cream and about 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. It's about half a packet. And then on top of that, we put a whole bunch of this shredded cheese. And then there's chopped up tomato. We've got some chopped up green onion, and then some black olives. And I'll show you what it looks like once I put it together. Okay, looks like everything is ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and plate this up and show you what we're going to eat. This is the sweet corn cake. A little bit of that on there. Or a lot. Got my spoon. That is the finished Diablo Dip. Thanks for watching. I enjoyed cooking for you. Join us next time, maybe, if I decide to do some more cooking. I don't know, it's been raining outside, so maybe I'll cook some more. I don't know.